Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you on another part of our series, Married to Arab Men. My name is Adel, and I'm a life and a relationship coach, living in Egypt since for a foreigner woman living in Egypt or abroad, regarding the marriages and divorce and another legal stuff. I would like to welcome my today guest, my dear friend Passant, which
Hi.
accepted my invitation. Hello, Hassan, welcome.
Hi, Vera. Thank you very much.
We have today very nice subject. Continue the
I can
story
see.
married with Arab or Egyptian man, but today we like to hear the opinion of the Egyptian woman.
Yeah. Very interesting topic.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I believe so. I hope so.
Okay. Of course, I don't have to say Passant herself. She's Egyptian, married to Egyptian, but she has many foreigners friends. So, of course, her opinion will be, I think, very interesting. As I see, there is the mixed marriages became very popular. Okay, but what I also see, reading and hearing many stories which are really not nice. Like they are struggling, and the stories about the men and husbands are really not nice. So my first question, it's like, what is the difference from your point of view between the Egyptian man and foreigner men like European men?
Okay, so Vera, let me start that men, mostly all of them, they're alike. Okay. But of course, it depends on how they have been raised. Like, of course, Egyptian and Arabs, they're different. They have different mentality. Okay. I believe maybe the Egyptian, I'll speak mainly about Egyptian. They're more passionate. They're more about family. They're very involved with the family. But I mean the family, their parents. Okay, so then it gets harder for them to build a new family. But when you get to the other side, for the European, they live alone since younger ages. Then they're more independent. They're more welcome to start a new family and start new relation. Then I think this makes them more involved into their relationships, into being a couple.
Okay. You think they are like more ready to be in the relationship, more ready than the
Yes,
Egyptian man.
I
Very
do.
interesting.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. Yes.
So
Continue.
yeah, that's the main thing, because Egyptian men, they live with their parents till they get married. They don't get independent easily. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. I'm here 15 years, and this is didn't come to my mind. You see, that's why this talk for me is very very interesting as well. I think I will get many new informations.
Sure, sure, you will.
For all of you who are watching on my YouTube channel, please hit the button subscribe. It will help to develop my work, and it's really nice. It will be nice from you. Okay, then, okay, the couple get together. Okay, foreigner woman, Egyptian man. What is the first thing, what I mainly see and what the women are complaining that the men after the marriage changed. Change, I will tell you what the points. You cannot wear this. You have to wear that. You cannot smile to everyone. They control to who you're gonna meet. They are controlling you on the phone non-stop. Okay, they became very. Oh,
Control freak.
yes, right.
Let me start from the beginning. Okay. Before marriage, you have to ask yourself why an Egyptian man will marry a foreigner, or why didn't he marry an Egyptian woman? Okay, this is very important. In every case, it's different, of course, but you have to know the reasons. because on these reasons, you will build the relationship. Maybe he's expecting something from the European. Maybe he has like some points he doesn't want in the Egyptian woman. He's just avoiding this. Okay, maybe it's just love. He fell in love with you. Then this will be totally different relationship. Okay, but and you know, actually in Egypt, most of them, when they get married to an Egyptian lady, let's say that the parents, they ask for unreasonable starting for the marriage, unreasonable wedding, unreasonable money as a gift for the bride. This is a very big load on the men nowadays. So you have to know your reasons, because this really, and actually, let's be honest, some of the Egyptian men, they get married to a foreigner for citizenship. Okay, so you have to be honest with yourself. Is this love? And is it the age difference is reasonable? Then this is like a normal and healthy relationship or not? So we cannot talk about the after marriage before talking about the basics.
Yes, but what are the warning signs? You know, because really, like, let's say 50% we know from the beginning, maybe more, that it will not succeed. Okay, let's say even more. I'm really optimistic when I say number 50%.
Yes, of course, really. No.
Okay. But what are the signs the woman she should be focusing on? Like, okay, this guy, it's not really thinking or planning to with me the good future. You know, it will be not good for me when I marry him.
Mm-hmm. So from my own perspective, I think you have to know that there is a huge difference anyway in the way you have been raised and in the way an Egyptian man has been raised. So it's the mentality, it's the education, okay, and the age difference. This is very important because in our culture, it's rarely that Egyptian get married like to a younger man. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, and about the change after marriage, believe me, all of them they do change. But the thing is, don't be that optimistic and believe that he will change to the better. No, he has you already, you know. So then actually he will start putting his rules. Before marriage, he's giving you everything you want, all the sweet talk that foreigners speak about the Egyptian men. But the science is you have to make sure about his education. You have to meet his family before marriage. I know people, they don't meet the parents except after marriage. So no, that's completely wrong. You have to see how he deals with his mother. You have to see how the mother and the father deals together. And don't tell me, you know, they claim, most of the Egyptian men here, they claim like, my parents, they're in another village or something, so they cannot meet. Or and then at the end somehow, you know, of the cases you met, that you find he has a wife at the end, maybe, you know. So just be clear. You have to get engaged for a while, know the parents, indulge into the family. I think this is very important.
So it's the point that the European women are so naive or the Egyptian are so charming.
You know, it's always came to my mind when I find these Egyptian, these foreigners and European lovely ladies, and with these Egyptian men, and they look really, you know, like there's something wrong in this relation, you know. And I'm like, what do you see in him? What do you see in this, you know? No offense, of course. I'm Egyptian and I'm married to an Egyptian man. I love him and I respect him and everything. But there is something, there is a charm. That's why I was talking about the sweet talk. The Egyptian, they have it. The majority of them, of the Egyptian men, they have this. And I think the women, they're looking for love. So most probably you will find that from the side of the women, they're looking for love and for happy life. But from the other side, you have different reasons to come into this relation. From the side of the man, he has different reasons. I think rarely, from the experience that I've dealt with, that you can find two couples that they fell in love and then he decided, okay, I'll marry this lady. No, doesn't happen like that.
Okay, so let's say everything is fine. They get married, okay, and then the mother-in-law appears. we know we know why are you laughing? We know that yes, the mother-in-law has I mean the Egyptian mother itself has a very specific how do you say position in general. Okay, they are putting themselves even to some special place. And that is my point of view. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. That is what I see. Okay, so and then the clash happened. Okay, because the woman, the mother-in-law, she wants to control and she wants to interfere. Okay, and this is causing. If the couple didn't have a problem maybe before, then this might be a big problem. Why is like that?
Okay, so that's why I told you from the beginning, she has to meet the family. She has to see how they're dealing together, the mother and the son. Okay. And then she has to know and respect very well that the bond between the mother and the son, she will never be able to, not to break, but like to interfere in between it. And she doesn't want to. Okay. She doesn't have to. She's in a different position. She will be the wife. Okay. So you have a totally different relationship. Don't actually compare yourself to her. Don't bother about her, actually. Leave her relation with her son aside and then build your own relation as a wife with the mother. Okay. And of course, the main problem, I think, is that in 90% of the cases, you find that she will not understand you. Not only the language barrier, but also the mentality. Yeah, if it's me and my foreigner friend, we will build or work on our relationship. So imagine my 60 or my 70 years old mom, how she will deal with her, with the European culture. So of course there are difficulties, but let me tell you, does she interfere for love or for control? Meaning that she just want to interfere because she want to control her son's life, or she wants to interfere because she loves him and she wants to just be involved. Because again, I will tell you, Egyptians or Arabs, the emotions and the passion, it's huge between the family. Family is it's a very big part of his life. So having his mom doesn't mean that he wants her to interfere or that he doesn't want you to be in control of your life. No. So, and believe it or not, she might be as scared as the European wife. She doesn't know how she will be treated, how she will treat her spoiled son. Let's say that, because of course you know better that Egyptian men, most of them, they've been really spoiled by their moms. Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, that's very very obvious, you know. So then some of the men, they expect to find this from the wife, and some of the mothers, they expect to find this from the wife, but actually no, it's a partnership. So you have to be very very smart how to deal with this, because you cannot win. No, it's
No.
not like that. No, you have to build a bond, a special bond between you and your mother-in-law. And I think, you know, maybe you have seen the worst cases, okay? But the majority of the Egyptian, let me say the women in this age, I think they're kind. So the thing is the miscommunication, the misunderstanding. It's very hard, you know, to just let someone, a foreigner, into your life. You don't understand her. You don't know how she will raise the kids. You know, this is very important, of course, putting aside this, if there is difference in the religion or anything. And I'll tell you something. Before, like years ago, we've been always hearing about the Egyptian marrying a foreigner, and then the parents, they're like, oh my God, she will take the kids and travel. She will abandon him first thing. And then when you get deeply and when you get actually more mature and live actually closer to these examples, you find sometimes it's the other way around. So it's just to clarify the difference in the cultures. This is very important, and I think it's a big role on the husband.
Yes, that's the point. Also, I would like to say I was blessed with my mother-in-law. Okay, really, I cannot talk one bad word about my mother-in-law, but really, some what I'm hearing. But I agree with you. The problem is that they don't understand each other. Okay, the woman, young, 25, 21, come from Europe, and the woman, Egyptian, let's say 70, 60 year old, they cannot understand the mentality, then the language and the body language and the face expressions. They, they
Exactly.
figuring these stories and the answers already from the body movement, like, oh, she is very arrogant, oh, I don't know. And the
Exactly.
first, I think this is the first problems when they start. And also then the European woman, she might take, if the mother of the husband wants to interfere, she might take the things like she wants to control, and they start to be like a jealousy between each other, for the husband or for the son,
Mhm.
right?
That's why I'm telling you, I want to emphasize on actually even for Egyptian women, because I've been through this. You cannot replace her. You're in a totally different position. So don't compare yourself to her. Don't actually put yourself in a position to have a clash with her. If you have a problem, then you speak with your husband and then he deal with it until you have your own bond together. Taking aside this barrier, the language, you have to work on it because marrying an Egyptian, it's not easy. It's not easy for this European culture. It's not that easy. He will not stay in love all the time. He will not be this cheerful person all the time, you know. And some examples, what I've seen, that she gives him everything. You know, she's this superhero. You know, the European. You know, she wants to do everything. She wants to work. She wants to be this happy, nice lady and everything. And then he backs off. He gets lazy. You know, he doesn't give her as much as he used to do before. So
Mhm.
this actually, I'm telling you, she has to have a solid base with the husband. Then I think the mother-in-law will not be a problem in
Mm,
most of the cases.
yes, my advice is also it's to win the mother-in-law for your side, because it's a big advantage for the woman.
Definitely, definitely. For my experience, actually, my mother-in-law, she's like my backbone now. For me, if I have any issue, then we speak together, and she's on my side. You know,
And you
so
are
so
Egyptian, let's say, like, you are yourself Egyptian, and you went through this by yourself, because you see really
exactly.
they are having some.
I think it's in all the cultures, maybe the Arabs more, that there is something in between the mother-in-law and the wife. It's not a very smooth relation, you know. So you have to work on it. Be smart.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you're in the marriage. You want to keep your relation. You want to keep your husband. So just work on it. Take her as a friend because she
Yes.
might be really scared, you know, to have you among the family. She would love to, but also the language, I think, um, will be a big barrier, I think.
Yes. Look, you are saying that the couple has to know each other more, but how? When it's forbidden to live together without marriage here, okay? How he can bring you to the family, and let's say this is my future wife, or how it's what? It's possible even.
Let's be honest, we're in 2021, okay? So I'm
Mhm.
not talking like I'm not giving the green light that people they live together before marriage. It's not my culture, but actually it happens. And even if it doesn't happen that they live together, they still can be friends. They still can stay, be close, and he still can get her to his house to meet the parents. No, this is
Okay.
actually Definitely he can. Definitely, you know, I don't have. You don't have to get her into the house. Okay, if this is the kind of sensitive, just meet outside with the mother, with the parents. Just go out together, like hang out.
Because when
This
we talk about the villages, I don't think it's possible to bring her there without marriage.
let me tell you something. If we're talking about an Egyptian to an Egyptian, yeah, that's right. They will not accept it. But
Okay.
if the Egyptian man is getting this foreigner to meet the wife, I believe whatever her reaction will be, but she will not be totally against it. Maybe there are some who are really, really stubborn or really very strict with it, and they will totally be against it. There are some examples, but I mean, and actually, these ones you should avoid for the European. You should avoid because it's totally different mentality. Come on, if the mother is like that, what do you expect him to be? He has been raised by her. Unless he has
Yes.
a different education or he traveled a lot, this counts as well. It
Yes.
will affect his personality.
Yes.
And you
Mhm.
know, Vera, this actually brings us to the point that after marriage they change
Mhm.
because you cannot build these dreams, okay, on the Egyptian man, not on the Egyptian man specifically, but I mean on the man that you're marrying, that he will totally accept your mentality if there is this huge difference in education and a huge difference in the in the culture from the beginning. You have to be close. He has to mingle in your life and to see the way you're living, and don't actually change your way of living in the beginning for his sake, out of love, and then complain at the end that, oh no, that's not the life I asked for, you know.
Agree. This is the mistake, most common mistake the European women are doing. Like, oh, I can live in Luxor. Oh, I can live in Monafea. No problem. And then, oh my God, catastrophe is happening.
Of course, I cannot live there.
Exactly.
It's really hard. The main thing, okay, it's the education, mentality, the way, the house they've been raised in. And you know, seeing the family, you also see how the mother and the father treats each other. If the father is putting everything on the mother, he puts her down, he doesn't treat her well, what do you expect? What do you expect? How he will, how the son will treat you? You know?
Yes, but the point is this is not, we cannot see this stuff. We cannot see this stuff before we get married. Okay, we can make some visit and everything is like somehow ready,
Yes.
but it's not possible to see it. Okay, but you can like, okay, investigate how.
Signs. There are some
I
signs,
always,
you know.
yes, and there is instinct. You know, I always say
Sure.
believe your instinct. Don't put your pink glasses and go, because nobody will change. Nobody will change for you. It's
And
just like
especially
that.
men, you know, women
Mm,
can adapt. Women can
yeah.
adapt for the sake of their life and the sake of the kids and love, blah, blah, blah. But men, no.
Yes, they can adapt, but till which level? Till which
Exactly.
level? It's a healthy level, it's unhealthy level, you know.
For sure.
But
Yes, for sure.
yeah, like I just read the story. She came with a newborn, and then he changed a lot, and he is non-stop beating her. And like, why? You know, even you don't have an answer for that.
I can't actually deal with these things because beating actually it's not in my mind. I cannot understand a gentleman beating a woman. You cannot talk, you cannot speak, you cannot have a normal conversation if you have any problem. So beating a woman is definitely you are a sick person. And if he did it once, then you don't want to continue this relation. It's a toxic one. And don't give chances for this situation, you know? No, it's unacceptable by all means.
Exactly, exactly. Also, like, I don't want to go really to the details, or because this is, we can talk about like hours about it. But what is leading the man to kidnap the child from the mother?
Look, I think there is no reaction without an action. Okay, so let's speak that. Let's actually agree that every situation is different. But at the end, this is unacceptable, of course. But is the mother, is she dealing fine with the kids? Is she okay with him? Are they on good terms? But then why don't you speak about this problem and solve the situation between each other? Why do you have to kidnap the kids from her? Why are you torturing her to that extent? So for me, I don't really understand the reason behind it. Although, okay, each situation is different, but I don't really find a solid answer for this. It's really weird because I believe that every mother, she cares about her kids to an extent, of course, but she would never, maybe she doesn't want to live with him, and then she wants to take the kids and travel, and then he gets mad, no, I need my kids with me, and then the struggle begins. So
But
again,
also, why did he marry foreigner? That's my question.
so this is what I was gonna tell you. Again, you have to get back to the basics. Why did he want to marry a European? You have to agree on certain points. Maybe you find, no, it's very big, no, we're on good terms, but no, you have to settle. Like where will we live? Where will we stay if some problems happen in work? The religion. This is very important because you were asking about the free control. He will tell her, wear this, don't wear that. His perspective when she's the girlfriend, it's totally different when she's the wife. So, and this is actually a huge problem. There's something wrong in your mind, by the way. As a man, you have to know if she's your girlfriend or if she's your wife, it's the same. She belongs to you, you love her, you take care of her. Okay, fine. I like this and that. And if she agrees, then we're fine. If she doesn't agree, then we have something to figure out.
Yes, yes, that's true. That's true. Like I wanted to add like this controlling till a certain level. It's nice. Okay, I say it like the guy care about you, like really cares about you and he's worried about you. It took me years actually to understand this from my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Always take it against him, and he was not really controlling. He let me to go anywhere I want, and so whatever. We had no issues in that. But where are you going? With who are you going? Like I took it like, what's your problem? But I understand, and we are having giving to each other this question till today, and I
Yeah.
don't see offense in this question now. It's totally normal. Like, sorry, I have like her. She wants to join.
No problem. So let me say it in another way. We will not say it's controlling then. It's kind of jealousy or caring, or just like being okay. Where are you now? Just to be comfortable, just to take care of you. Okay. So
Yeah.
like you're saying, to a certain level, it's kind of jealousy. More than that, you cannot accept it because you're a human being and you are a partner in this relation. Both of you are sharing the responsibilities, the life, and everything. So, and we're grown-ups. I don't need someone to tell me what to do, or as long as I'm not doing something extreme.
Exactly, exactly. Yes, I mean, like, why I mentioned this jealousy and so the controlling thing, you need to know that you are in a different culture, different country. Your husband is like that, and his way is a little bit different. So you need to make
Adjust.
some, yes, like adjustment to each other. So not everything is against you. This is what
Yes,
I want
yes,
to
for
say.
sure. For sure, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just to understand them, like I was saying, you have to be smart. Don't take everything Don't be offended. Don't think it's a war and I have to prove myself and I have to prove that no, it's my right and blah blah. No, it's just be smart. Find your way smoothly.
Okay, and I would like to have a last question, maybe. If the woman is in a real struggle, okay, foreigner woman here, is there any chance that like police or this they gonna help her, or because what I see mainly they do not want to interfere?
No, I think they have to help. Okay, and If the woman is brave enough to go to the police, then they will help her. It's their job, okay? Foreigner or Egyptian, and believe it or not, actually, they do care more about foreigners in our country than Egyptian, okay? So if a foreigner woman went to the police station and she was putting a claim that there is a problem with the husband beating her, nowadays this is unacceptable. Maybe before, like years ago, it would be taken not that serious, but no. No, it's very serious now. Even the harassing or any small thing that affects a woman, it's getting really, really serious.
Okay, so the woman should go out and should be like speaking about it.
Yeah, stand up for yourself. It's your right. If he has beaten you for whatever reason, speak up and stand up for yourself. It's your right. No, don't accept it. Don't settle for this.
Okay, so all you said, like I think before, but any last advice before the woman marry foreign woman marry Egyptian men? Any last advice for them?
I'll tell them just take baby steps. Don't rush it. Don't put on the pink glasses like you were saying. Take it easy and be smart and see the signs. Don't neglect them. Don't ignore these signs.
Yeah, it was very nice talk. I hope it somehow helped to the ladies. They are just starting the new relationship, or they knew someone now in Egypt or in another Arab country, or men from different culture. Um, Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for the support. Thank you, Passant, for your opinion. I
Thank you very,
appreciate it.
very much. I was
Okay.
happy.
I wish to everyone nice Friday and nice weekend. Bye.
Bye.